Boom! Hi everybody, and welcome to our Big Brother Canada 4 spoilers show. We have so much in store for you guys this show. My tongue's orange. I'm dying, so this is going to be my last show. Anyway, you know what you should do because I'm so sick? Look, you don't believe me? You should give a 5-star rating and a nice review on iTunes. Or if you are listening or watching this back in YouTube, click on these buttons, thumbs up and subscribe. That really helps support our shows. However, the best way that you can support our show, is to go check out yourrealityrecaps.com/Canada if you are a Big Brother Canada 4 fan, because Dana and I will be able to live stream for you guys during finale weekend or end of the week. Not just one thing, several things, like the red carpet for the finale, on finale night, from the house, backyard interviews, taking your questions live. But here's the thing, there's like a week and a half left of us to raise the money, and we're not even yet at the halfway point. So it's probably not going to happen unless you go now and give till it hurts. yourrealityrecaps.com/Canada. And lest I not remind you again, I'm dying. And it's my last wish is for this. So go. If you like Big Brother Canada. and we have a special announcement too during this show, something you've all been asking for. So we have to talk about that too. I guess I'm going to bring Dana on because nobody will be mad if I say the first thing. Well, Dana's here, and then you can all tweet out and share the show. So, hi Dana. Uh-oh, why don't we hear you?
Sorry, I muted my mic.
That was great. Hi, I was like, oh, you muted your mic. You muted your mic. Is that because your dog was barking?
No, it's because I was shutting a door and it's noisy.
Oh, well, that is you are so nice to the Audible listeners. We love it. So, everybody, if you are watching the show live right now, do us a favor and thumbs up. Not thumbs up, you know what I'm saying. Spread the word. Megaphone, Sideways, Pac-Man, whatever it is. And if you're new, become a fan. That is awesome too. Now, you're all probably wondering, where's Spencer? Where's Dallas? Dallas will be here on Friday. He did not really understand about the whole you need a laptop with a webcam to do a web show on camera.
Oh, God.
Just saying. So, Dallas will be here on Friday, live with us, which is good because I didn't know who we were going to have on Friday. So that's actually better because then we can recap the whole entire week. Oh, look, now my dog's barking. It's mine this time. Now we can have someone on for Friday.
People are loving the straight hair today. I should do this more often. People
do love the straight hair, and I will remind everyone that Mondays is our new Big Brother Canada spoiler show. Tuesdays RuPaul, Wednesdays Survivor, Thursdays Bravo, and Friday is when we will have him, Dallas, back on for the first time. So he has plenty of time to get all of his stuff together and such sort. Now, we have an announcement. Should we do it at the end of the show? Do you want to do it at the end of the show?
Yeah, I haven't really decided if I want to do it or not.
Okay, well, we'll say it at the end of the show. Yeah. Hi, Big Zilla.
Forced to do it, but
Hi, Big Zilla. How are you? Dana's looking good. Yeah, everybody is liking the straight hair, Dana. So apparently you just need to have the straight
It's the
hair.
no glasses. It's no glasses.
And it's the no glasses. Well, you know what else it is? It's the Big Brother Canada spoiler show. So let us be very clear. We are talking about all the stuff from the live feeds since the last episode. So if you don't want
no,
to be...
Kathy. Sorry. No, I got it. No, Dana not pregnant. No.
Oh, not pregnant.
No.
Did she just call you fat?
Maybe, but
Kathy.
I don't know. Not pregnant. Never.
Kathy, not nice. So warning, spoilers ahead. Spoilers ahead if you don't wanna know. So also, chat room, all about you on this show. If there are things from the feeds that you want to talk about, let us know in the chat room. Jump in, feel free, do it. Where do you want to start, Dana? What would
Gosh, I can't even. I just want to apologize now for my anger and hatred that was this weekend. I was very salty this weekend. I kind of had Jared and was it Jared and Raul or Jared and Kelsey or a mixture of those three just pissed me off, and I was like, I'm done, can't do it anymore.
Yeah, and so's the rest of America. We all don't like them, Dana. You're not the only one.
Like, they were on the feeds and I don't know how this came up in a conversation, but they were like, Arissa doesn't care about us. She's just there for a check. And I'm like, oh, no, you didn't. No. You don't come for Arissa Cox. Like, I will cut you if you come for my woman crush. Like, no, you can't. You just, and because.
Now, who was it? Who was it exactly?
It was Jared, and I think it was Jared and Raul that were talking. It might have been Jared and Kelsey, but Jared was definitely the one. And I don't really have a problem with Raul. I don't like Raul with the trio, and I don't like Kelsey with the trio, but the two of them when they're out by themselves, I'm okay with. But I dislike Jared with...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I just dislike Jared. And so I'm like, no. Because as someone who has been in many a live show, Arissa is probably the biggest superfan there is of the show, and she is legit sad when these people are evicted. Like,
and she's not a Julie Chen.
No, she's not. So for these two to be like that, I'm just like, no. Like, I want her to call. I know she won't ever because she's just way too nice, but I just want her to call them out. But they put me in a bad mood all weekend. I just couldn't get over it. And then I missed the interview with Levita, and I was so sad. And I was like, oh.
Well, we talked about you. Levita loves you. Levita knows all about the Dana. We talked about Dana, and we said we were thankful you were saying a prayer for us. And Levita's coming back. I mean, like, literally, it wasn't a choice. She let us know that she's coming back. So, we got
upset. I was like, I couldn't even talk. I couldn't.
Well, do you need a pill? Because we're on now. We're here now.
I do. I need a pill to get over the Levita missing.
We're happy now.
For one person. Oh.
And she's coming on. Levita was great. It was. And she does a real good Nikki impression. And she has other impressions that she will do for you. She does a Jared impression. I told her she has to save it for when she comes on next time. She did it for me off camera, but she did a good Levita. You can tell Julie gets her info from her assistant, says Tracy Laura. Exactly.
Yeah, like Arissa is in the galleys walking the camera base. She's in the control room watching the feeds. She's at home watching. Like, she's live tweeting feeds. Like, come on. She knows what's happening, and like when things happen that we're not expecting, like, she is right there with us, feeling everything we are. So I'm very protective of Arissa. And, yeah.
I think she's gonna be all right.
Arissa can hold her own. I don't need to cut anybody for her, but
Yeah, I think she's gonna be good. I think she's gonna be good. Arissa is one of us. She is. I love Arissa. I 100% love Arissa. But still, that is not a good enough justification for you to hate them all, Dana. What about Tim? What about Nikki?
Tim
What?
and Nikki and Ramsey are the three I'm tolerating right now.
What about Maddie?
I am actually, this is going to be, the chat room's going to blow when I say this, but I am loving Maddie's HOH train right now. This is the way I would run an HOH. I would probably do it with a little more finesse and not be so everybody needs to be worried, but I like the fact that she's doing what she wants to do and isn't listening to the bullshit.
I'm sorry. I thought you just said it was Maddie's HOH. I thought this was all Tim's plan and Tim's idea that he sold to Maddie.
I don't know. I think if Maddie didn't want this,
I agree.
So, and I love the bitch in me really does kind of love the fact that she just went to everybody and went, you need to be worried. Everybody needs to be worried. Nobody is safe. Everyone's on a low, equal playing field. The only one that needed to be like, oh God, was Ramsey because, I mean, he's aligned with her, so he's got to be like, oh, fuck's sake. But
she has HOH-itis, 100 million %.
And I love it. This is the HOH-itis that I love. I hate HOH by committee. I hate how everyone is so fake, and I just love how she just shut it down and went, you know what? You can come in, you can say what you want, but you all need to be worried. And
she was on the feeds the other day and she was like, I'm gonna go down in BB history. I was like, for what?
But I mean, I give her props for pulling out like the Godfrey Manguiza "This Ain't No Lover's Paradise" quote.
Oh, she did real good with that. And what was her ending again? Oh my God, when she was like oh God, she quoted Kelsey's speech right back at her on the POV ceremony too, when she was not the POV, the nomination ceremony, when she was like unbreakable bonds.
Yes,
when she was like, I loved it. I loved
it too. Like, Maddie is smarter than we're giving her credit for, and she's just like Christine said when she was here, like, her and Christina are kind of like the same bitch, just at different levels of their, like, stages of their bitchydom, and she hasn't figured out how to be a bitch and it be okay. So, like, that's, like, I am loving Maddie. Like, Maddie needs to kind of grow into it and figure out how to do it without being so, here's my bitch onto your face, but I love it. Like, I'm loving Maddie right now. What I'm not loving is now that Maddie and Ramsey have now started kissing, they are the loudest kissers on the face of the planet. Like, I'm like, it's like, oh my, like, no mother ever wants to have to hear that from their kid, like, ever. Like, I'm like mortified for Ramsey's mother.
I don't think families should be watching this show. Let's rip the Band-Aid off for what everybody is going to see, and let's talk. Let's show our spoiler sheet. I think that's what we should. I think that's where we should go, and then we'll talk about the stuff on it. If you guys don't know, yourrealityrecaps.com/bbcan. It is hidden, so you don't have to worry. It is behind a link. You'll only see it if you click on it. But this is an example of our spoiler sheet. So as you can see, Jared won POV, and just moments ago used that POV to remove himself, not Kelsey, because he's a super douche, and Rail is now on the block.
Yes, I think Team Hot's going to take their second hit this week.
I know, I'm kind of sad about that.
But I found, like, speaking of Jared being a super douche, I kind of found it funny, since I didn't get to do the recap show last week, about how when Mitch had, like, that house meeting calling out Kelsey on making a Final Four with Maddie, and, like, Kelsey's just getting killed by the house, and Jared's, like, nowhere, like, not a peep, like, he's hiding in the corner, does not even come to bat for his lady love, just lets her and sits there and lets her just catch shit. And I'm like, love it.
Redheaded Michelle says, as of right now, who do we think is going home? Raul or Kelsey? I'm not updated on the feeds. Well, I say when it comes down to the moment feed updates. XOX Feedsters, I know you're in the chat room. Yes, she agrees. Rail.
Although, I mean, earlier Tim had Jared thinking getting rid of Kelsey was a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
But that also happened the last time Kelsey was on the block. So these two, I mean, they fight, they make up, they fight, they make up. So really, it all kind of depends on where Kelsey and Jared's relationship stands walking into the eviction.
Well, let's talk about last night then, shall we?
Oh my god! I watched a bit of the feed, like the flashbacks today, because I mean, I didn't have time last night because I was at work, but I was like glued to Twitter, even though I shouldn't have been. Like, I'm gonna get fired. Because I couldn't, I was like just listening to the play-by-play of how they're playing Spin the Bottle, and Kelsey kisses Nick and Jared just loses his shit. And I'm like, wow. And I couldn't even, if you didn't get to watch it, like the tweets don't even skim the surface of the douchebaggery that was coming out of his mouth. Like I couldn't.
Oh yeah. Where I saved some of them. So basically, Kelsey's property of Jared. He said something like, oh, I know what it was. So yes, he was mad. Then, Kelsey started apologizing to him. I would like to point out, you don't have to apologize for other people's feelings. Just all the women out there in abusive relationships. That's like getting hit and then apologizing that you got hit.
Yeah, like I was listening to him go at her, and I'm like, this is like, I don't want to say it's abuse, but it's bordering on like emotional blackmail, I would say. Like, he's just like, you know how this would make me feel, and blah. Like, I'm like, does everybody in Jared's life have to kind of move in this circle of how will this affect Jared's mental state and deal with their lives according to like how Jared's gonna feel about everything that happens? Like, you're a grown man, and it was a grade school game. I mean, like, you play Spin the Bottle in like grade 8. Like, it's not like she had sex with him on the bed in front of him. Like, she gave him a kiss. Like, holy crap. Well, you're not even in a relationship yet. Like,
I mean, to be fair, now we also have some clips of stuff that, you know, is gonna be aired. And we have them exclusively here first. So, Raul actually did a reenactment. I kind of understand a little bit why Jared is upset. So here is Rael reenacting the kiss between Kelsey and Nick. So I would be upset too, Dana.
Where did you get that from?
I would be upset too.
Oh my God.
And I think
I can't unsee that, Eric.
I think he should have hit her.
No, I think I watched like 30 minutes of him go off, and I'm like, how are you still sitting in this hot tub? Like, I would have bounced from this conversation about 15 minutes ago when you told me that I should know how you're going to react to something and then behave accordingly. Like,
and you did it on purpose.
Yeah, like, I could. And then Raul comes in, and Raul is the voice of reason. And you know that things are coming to an end of the world when Rael is like, dude, you're not mature. Like,
Well, the gays, we don't tolerate the disrespectfulness of women. So I'm not surprised that Rail had to be in there and take it under control. Let's go back for 1 second because we'll talk a lot more, and I see what you guys are saying in the chat about it. There was a lot some other things about this spin the bottle which are just as interesting. I cannot get the Joel Cassandra out of my head. Joel's like a vacuum.
Together.
No, he's like a vacuum. I don't know what he's doing, but he needs kissing lessons. Because something is wrong with him. What was really disappointing to me was that Phil would not partake in any brother kissing. In no way, shape, or form at all. Wasn't going to do it. Fine with licking an armpit. Fine with everything else. But nope, not going to give his brother a kiss.
That's a little weird. Especially since, like,
on the cheek, we're playing spin the bottle. We're not, you're not
especially since 5 minutes ago, like, Raul is, like, holding his hand and caressing his arm, and he seems to be okay with, like, male touch in that way, but you can't, like, give your own brother a kiss. Like, you're not asking for tongue here.
I don't get it.
A kiss. Phil's a brat. I agree with Shelly here.
Yeah,
so much I could say about Phil. Like,
I like Phil. He's definitely the hotter one, but
I disagree. I think Nick's the hotter one. And I don't know if it's personality, like I find Nick more.
Yeah. Well, people like him either. Joel is the epitome of sucking face, exactly.
Well, I mean, Joel hasn't had a lot of practice, guys. Come on, like, he's only kissed like a handful of people in his life. Like,
so he says. So he says. You know what I think is the most shocking thing that has happened so far on the feeds? I'm starting to become team Cassandra.
I think she's funny. I like her. I actually don't hate her. Like, and that's surprising for me because I'm angry at majority of the people in that house. So I like her. I think she's entertaining to watch. I mean, and when she goes to campaign, I mean, that girl gets the job done. So what can you fault? Like,
BB Princess says she's Amanda 2.0. Now, I wouldn't go that far. I would not go that far at all about Cass, but
give her some more slop. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I feel like she's playing a very similar Tim game. And I get what Tim is doing where he's trying to like build trust with people. But sometimes I'm like, why are you helping them so much? Like Tim understands and Cassandra understands that you don't burn bridges just because you're nominated. Like, Kelsey, Jared, they seem to be like burning bridges. And Tim is like, why would you do that? You're both not going to be up next week. One of you is still going to be here. And they're like, oh, we didn't realize that.
Yeah, and especially since, like, everyone complains about how catty Maddie is and how, like, she just goes after girls and blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, if you listen to her nomination speech, it wasn't it was actually on point.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Kelsey promised to come in with an open mind. They thought they were getting chocolate chip cookies and they got oatmeal, right?
STDs. So, they thought they were getting chocolate chip cookies and they got an STD.
So
yes.
She's calling her out on actual things that Kelsey has done. I don't understand where that's catty. That's right. And her thing with Jared, like, I mean, she doesn't even have anything against Jared. But she's right. Jared will win against her.
Mm-hmm.
It's time to get him out. So I don't see the catty in there, and it's actually good game reasoning for her as to why, because they're not in her alliance. Like, I mean, Levita was retarded. Like, Levita was in her alliance. That never should have happened.
You mean she is handy capable? That's not an okay word in America.
Like, what she did with Levita was stupid. So because Levita was a number on her side. But these two are never going to be numbers on her side, even though she does kind of have a better relationship with Jared. So
right.
It made good game move, but like Jared, like I mean, I can see Kelsey being mad because Kelsey has a chance to get out. But Jared was never going anywhere, and the reasons she gave weren't terrible reasons; they were true.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna be mad because Maddie says you can win the game. Okay, like.
Levita was nuts to say anything to Kelsey, says Ralph S.
Yeah, I agree with it's Rafe. Rafe S.
Yeah. Oh, Rafe. Sorry. Whatever.
I agree with Rafe. Me and Rafe sat beside each other at the last live show.
Oh, okay. So then, if you know him, then I will say I was like, all of a sudden we care that Eric says names wrong.
Rafe's a cool guy.
Okay. Hi, Rafe. Thanks for keeping Dana company. By the way, I heard she tripped what's her face, and it's true.
It was like 2 weeks ago.
I know.
They moved my seat since. Okay.
Okay. So. I think this whole, like, look, I don't like Jared in the game. I don't think that's a secret. He needs to cut his hair. He is not talking to Kelsey, respectfully. However, I don't know that it's, I don't know that we should be, like, labeling him as this big, horrible person. Again, hopefully he's going to come out and learn from this, is what I'm saying. I think this will be an eye-opener. I think Jared can be a good person. What?
Jared is garbage.
Jared is garbage. I completely agree. Right now, Jared is garbage. I'm agreeing with all of you. But I'm saying he's not a garbage like, let's say, in Aaron, who would come out of the house and is still probably burning crosses on people's lawns. I think once Jared sees the things that he says and how it comes across, I want to believe that maybe he'll be like, oh, I
hope so. I mean, he's young, so.
That's what I mean.
But so was Aaron. I mean, but hopefully he does grow from this. But I don't know. Like right now, I just can't.
Mm-hmm.
And what I see in this house, and like I see it, like, I see Raul and Phil as kind of the same way, where, like, when they're with Kelsey and Jared, they're one way, but when they're without them and with the other part of the house, they're another way.
Mm.
And it's almost like these two are, like, trying to impress the cool kids and trying to get the cool kids to like them. And I just wish that they would be their authentic selves and not try so hard to be
right
with the cool kids, because those cool kids aren't so cool.
Megan Wheelie says, dumb Jared thinks he's Emmett, and he doesn't even know who Emmett is.
He knows now.
Yeah,
you had to party with him.
Well, he knows now. Jared isn't thinking clearly due to the side effects from the STD meds. That could very well be. Look, I am in no way saying I like Jared or I'm team Jared in any way. I'm just saying, I know we all like to jump on people and like lynch them, but I just think Jared's personality, I'm hoping, fingers crossed, he's going to come out and be like, wow, I am kind of a big asshole. I really didn't realize that about myself. I'm going to work on that.
I hope so, too.
I hope so, Jared, because otherwise I'm going to call you a super douche. You're just a douche right now. You're going to be upgraded to super douche.
Exactly, because, I mean, we can hate what we see on TV, but, I mean, Eric and I always try to give them a fighting chance outside the house, and if you're a douche outside the house, then you're a douche.
Right.
We can always say, like, you know, they're a douche in the house under a microscope where you're being watched 24/7, and
Austin A wants to know, did we see the feeds when Kelsey didn't know or understand what All Stars was? Yeah, I heard about that. Bless her heart, she's a recruit. Like lots of the people.
She also was done with the game and she was over her head. And I'm like, really? Like, for someone who got to come back into this game, and then you've got Levita who would like give her right arm to get back in the game, and you're sitting there and you're just pissing away your second chance.
Mm-hmm. And they must have all been recruited from the same
See,
bar, says XOXO Feedsters. And Miss Draper says, swipe right. I know, they should have swiped on her. I wonder if you guys recruit from dating apps like our show does. So now, apparently, another thing that happened on the live feeds, Rael has been hiding the brownies of the haves.
Oh, that's funny. Good for him.
Now,
I'd hide other food. I'm starving, you're starving.
I would hide his jacket. I would hide his jacket and I'd burn it.
I would burn all his clothes. I hate them all.
It's going to be hard for me to talk to Rael because I just want to be like, you're supposed to be a style person and we both dress the same. And I'm as unstylish as they come, Rael. Except I'm smart enough to know you don't wear half a jacket.
And you're going to call him Rail. I know it.
I'm going to call him Rail. I'm going to call him Rail nonstop. Everybody is going to be Rail. He took all the brownies and cookies, but he's a have-not. I know. Because when
eating them, he's just hiding them. It's all good.
He's just hiding them.
I would.
You need something fun to do in the house. They're on the bottom. And look, here's the thing. Let me remind you all of this, because I feel it is my job not just to hate on the people that we all hate. So, I'm just reminding you all, it's not going to be that good once these three leave. Because then there's not going to... Well, you know what? Actually, it probably will be good. I'm just saying we don't want to lose the arguments and the fighting and the back and forth. We don't want it to be all kumbaya at the end, where everyone's like, oh, well, we're all friends.
No, and I don't think it will be. I mean, Maddie's in that house. It's not going to be.
And the brothers, yeah, I think it is. I'm interested. Who do you think the new group will be? Like, let's just say Rael, Kelsey, and Jared all go next. Who do we think the next groups will be? And chat room, you tell me, too. Who do we think the next groups will be that are going to go against each other? I think it'll be like the brothers.
It'll be Maddie Ramsey against the brothers. Cass.
Do you ever think that Nikki and Tim would turn on each other?
I don't think Nikki would. Nikki seems really loyal. Like,
yeah.
They were talking this morning, and her and Tim, and he was like, we need to vote out Raul. We need to vote out Raul. And she's like, well, I really want Kelsey gone, she says. But if you want me to vote out Raul, I'll vote out Raul. And she's like, look, poor Mitch is going to have to deal with Raul and jury. And like, but they're friends. It'll be fine. So, like, she's kind of like, I'll do what you want to do. And like, I don't think she's stupid. Like, people were calling her stupid in the studio behind us, and I wanted to smack them because she's not stupid. Like, she's held her own in all the quiz competitions. So I don't understand where this stupid is. I don't think she's extremely strategic, but she's not stupid, and she's an observer, so she sees things.
Yeah, well, here, let me say what some of the people think first. Austin A says Maddie and Ramsey versus Cass and the brothers. Cass and Tim are like married with no benefits. Maddie, Ramsey versus everyone else. Maddie and Ramsey want a final three with Tim, says Mom of Twins. Kathy S thinks Tim will turn on Nikki. I think Tim would turn on anybody. And BB Boston, Tim acts like he would, but he's pretty loyal. I don't think he has any desire to win the game. Oh, trust me. I think when you are in that house, you have a desire to win the game. I don't think there is anybody that's like, nah, I need 100,000. Not good.
Well, Tim did win. They had some challenge this afternoon, and Tim did win a gift certificate from the Brick, and it was heard on the feeds that he was going to ask the production if there was a charity that he could donate his gift certificate to, because he can't, I mean, he can use it, but you'd have to pay to ship all that furniture over to
Yes.
Australia.
There.
So,
Oh, that's right. It's in Canada. Okay, there's a charity. It's called Reality Recaps. Tim, to be honest, on a wall we can yell over. Let that. If we get into the backyard, that needs to be our mission. We
get
need
his
to tell.
furniture.
We need to tell Tim we want your furniture. We need to give it away. We want your furniture and we want to give it away.
Dana needs a new bed.
I think Dee Dee said, do we have any guesses on what the wild card is on Wednesday's show?
No, I don't know.
Well,
It's not a tie.
what do you mean it's not a
Like
tie?
like this vote. I was thinking if this vote ended in a tie, maybe Canada would break it. But it's odd numbers voting this week, so there's no chance at a tie because there was going to be a tie last week. Yeah.
And it's not a live show.
Well, no, but you know who's up for eviction, and Canada can vote for the 24 hours before.
True. So we'll probably get a vote. It's probably
It's going to
gonna.
be a vote of something. Maybe we're voting new HOH. They've done that before.
Have they done that on Big Brother Canada before?
Yeah.
They let the public pick the HOH?
Canada
Oh,
was H. No, Canada was actually no. Canada was HOH, and we got to pick the. It was the week Andrew was evicted in season 2. Canada was HOH, and
I want us to pick the HOH because I think. Okay, now don't say your
Nikki.
answer. Oh. Chat room, who I knew that's what you were going to say, and I'm pretty sure it's what all the chat room's going to say. Who would you all vote for if, chat room, if we were all able to vote for HOH, who would we all pick? So obviously Dana and I say Nikki, Kathy S says Nikki, Steffi, Mama Twins, BB Boston, Shelly T, Lori, Tracy, Crazy Cats, all Nikki. Hooker Steven says Cass. I think Miss Don Draper said Cass.
Cass.
BB Princess, Cass, or Nikki. Interesting. I saw one person say the brothers. Trish.
That was Louise, the brothers.
Interesting. I would. Oh,
That would be a good one. Pebbles Louise has a good point. That way they would actually have to like pick a side because they just kind of float from whoever's in power to whoever's in power. So
and they would be in and oh my god, and they would be safe is what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
And I could see them for one more week. The brothers have to show their hands. I don't really think the brothers are hiding their hand very well. I'm pretty sure most people know where the brother stands.
yeah, right up Jared's ass.
Pretty much. But see, that goes back to why I love Cassandra. When I was like flipping through what was going on the other night on the feeds last night, Cassandra is in conversations with Kelsey and she is like keeping that door open. And she is like, the girls should bond. We don't want to lose another guy. Then she's over there with Jared and she's like, she's holding you back. Kelsey is holding you back. And then, like, she is good at keeping all lines of communication open in this game in a very similar way that Tim is doing. So I think there's a good, I think Cass is playing a good game and she is being less annoying.
Yeah, I think Cass has been playing a good game since she got Raul to stay the first week. That
Yeah.
first time he was up, like
Yeah.
so. I think when she has a mission, when she's focused on what has to happen, she's really good. And she was very good at taking. She's very good at taking direction from Tim. Like when Maddie won HOH, and she kind of was like, "Holy shit, I gotta fix this! I gotta fix this! I gotta fix this!" He's like, stop, like just don't talk yourself off the block before you get on the block.
Mm-hmm.
Shut your mouth, lay low. And like she's trying to like be good with Kelsey, or not Kelsey, with Maddie, even though her ass is supposed to be grass. And like she's
Right.
kind of trying to like maintain these relationships with people she doesn't really want to maintain them with, just so
X.
that.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. XOXO Feedsters says that she's a huge jury threat, number one, and that Cassandra was cracking her up, talking to herself about what she has to do in the game. I saw that yesterday as well, when she's like, what am I going to do now? How am I going to... And she's a very heavy breather, or maybe it was just in the part that I was watching. I was like, you need to, like, work on breathing better. Virgo Baker says, I'm so over Tim and Nikki. I've been kind of over them since they walked into the house. I want good gameplay and strategy. Well, you clearly are not watching the show, Virgo Baker, because Tim is super strategic. He is just being super strategic in a very personable, entertaining way. But believe me, he is purposefully putting that act on while being super strategic. And Nikki, don't talk bad about my Nikki.
Yeah.
Can you, like, I swear to God, this is going to be everybody's mission. I'm not going to go with when. I mean, I'm not going to say if. I'm going to say when we're in the backyard. We need the chat room to come up with good questions for Nikki
Yes.
that will make her go crazy. Like, I full on want her to go crazy on her interview. Like, I want crazy Nikki. And I don't know what kind of questions I should be asking to make her go crazy, but I want flipping
We gotta
out.
ask her about the stuff she hates.
I
Like
know.
slop. Like, oh my gosh, was like slop your most favorite food? And like like who did she hate in the house? Like who did she just
Maddie.
like she hates Maddie and like
Kelsey a little, but Maddie more because oh, and Cassandra. She doesn't like that Cassandra's all over Tim. No, like here, but see, like
or
that's...
like, would you date Tim in real life? Like I think she'd probably go batshit if you asked her that.
We need to leverage the fact that she doesn't have any information from the outside world. Just talking to her about the feeds and or like slop and stuff she's already gone through, that's over in her mind. We need to manipulate and lie to her. We need to be like, so Cassandra, so Nikki...
Call her Cassandra. That might get her to flip her shit.
That might get her too. But we need to say something like, so are you looking forward to, you know, this next stage of sequester after, oh, you don't know that you're not going home? Oh, yeah, now starts the whole slop detox where you are sequestered for a week and have to live in slop. Well, listening to that video of Cassandra working out and doing stuff.
Oh my gosh. And you know what we need to do? We need to get like a little travel thing of vodka and bring that in our bag so that when she comes up to us for an interview, she can just swig it.
I will tell everybody too, another reason that you want us in that backyard, yourrealityrecaps.com/Canada to donate and help get us there, is because we are going to be bringing a whole bunch of stuff for them to sign for giveaways. And yes, I already have on the list bottle of vodka for Nikki to sign to give away.
I'm just going to answer Miss Dawn Draper's question because she's asked it a couple of times if I think the brothers are going to split. I really don't think so. I've been told by production a bunch of times that it's not going to happen, and I'm tending to believe it. So.
Yeah. I hear what you're saying. In the same exact way that production said that when it was our coaches season, that the coaches wouldn't come back into the game, or that they wouldn't play the game, or of course they're not going to be like, yes, here's a huge twist, we're ruining it.
I see that point, but I know how Sue answers questions, and she's unequivocally said no. Like, if there was a chance, it would be answered differently. Like, it would either be like glossed over or ignored, or not just a no, this is how they're playing. And now at this point, I actually think it's too late to split them up. Like,
or it could be what's happening tomorrow.
That might. I really don't think so, but that might be like
It's
both.
Vegas. There are so many Vegas terms and gambling terms that would apply to splitting them up. Like splitting the aces or whatever, or pair, two of a kind is flood. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm not straight, but you get what I'm saying.
And I don't think so because there's so many people still left in that house that if you split these brothers up, you're adding like
A triple eviction.
we would having another like we'd be having quadruple evictions because there's like it's just there's just too many people.
Mm-hmm.
And I think like I mean a quadruple eviction is getting a little ridiculous. So
Here's the thing, not double down. There's got to be one where it's like, well, more than wild card, more than just calling it a wild card. And what the hell does the jackpot noise be? This jackpot noise thing, I'm telling Big Brother Canada right now, if you guys watching us, I'm letting you know, it's kind of like Lost. It's kind of like Lost with the smoke monster and Lost with the numbers. You're giving us all season with this jackpot noise, and we're all coming up with these theories, and whatever you're going to pull out of your hat ain't going to live up to what we've come up with for it. So you need to pull the lever and tell us what's going on with this damn jackpot noise already.
exactly. And maybe this vote has something to do with the jackpot noise. And then like back to the brothers, like if they split up and then they go into the jury house, then the jury is huge and the jury is an even number, and then we have to kick out a jury member for the second year in a row. Like I don't think they would play that trick 2 years in a row. So I don't know. I really don't think the brothers are going to be split. And maybe this jackpot noise is something because
BB Princess
it's got to
says
be more than that quiz question.
BB Princess says maybe it's double veto.
Maybe.
If they have a triple eviction, do they have a double veto that week?
They play a veto, yeah. They play a veto.
Like, because for those of us that didn't watch last year, like me, how does a triple eviction work?
I think it was the two highest votes went home the second vote.
But are they putting three people up?
They put three people up
okay.
on the block, and then the two highest went home on that.
Okay, and there's only one veto.
There's one veto played.
One veto played, three people are nominated, the two people with the highest votes go home. Well, that would have to happen, like, real soon, just math-wise.
When did that happen?
Because
that happened... I think it was about 3 people into jury last year.
Well, it would have, like, that's like the latest you can do it. Otherwise, there's going to be like one person voting. There's going to be an HOH, 3 people on the block, and then that would only leave like 3 people in the game. And if everybody puts, then I guess the HOH could break the tie. Imagine the HOH had to break a double tie. Like the HOH just gets to pick the 2 people that go home. Oh, that would be weird.
See, Bruno saved 10 people last season, so there's 10 people there now, so that would have to be this week.
Big Zilla says they voted to save one of the 3.
What was that?
Was that what they did? They voted on.
Yeah, I guess.
That would make more sense.
Yeah, that would make more sense.
That would make more sense. But either way,
it was a year ago.
It was more. That was last year. I thought it was 2 years ago that they did it.
I just remember Willow was so devastated. Like that poor girl. Like I was scared for Willow. Like her mental health. Legitimately scared for her.
After this week, there will be 9 people in the house, but only 4 weeks left, says BB Princess.
Yeah, so they're going to have to do something. So that's why I don't think they're going to split the brothers up, because you split them up and then you got 10 people left in 4 weeks. And it's just like, that's...
And not splitting them up will give, I think, more credit to the integrity of Big Brother Canada. Like, yep. Big Brother US, we don't believe anything they say. They're like, that's not... Exactly. We're like, oh, no. So if they're saying they're not going to split them up and they don't split them up, I think that just gives credibility to Big Brother Canada.
Yeah. I really don't think so. I believe Sue when she says that this is the way it was played. And Like, there's just something in me that believes her. I might be totally like Friday, I might be like, yeah, I was wrong, but I really don't think I am.
I think we will see. I think it's going to be interesting to see what happens on Wednesday. Um, I hope whatever happens on Wednesday, they don't cut the feeds for again. So, like, I hope they're not going to announce it at the end of the episode and then be like, okay, feeds are now off till after Thursday's show.
No, it's going to be a vote because they're saying Canada has a part in it. There's going to be a vote of some kind of who do you want to be the next HOH, or who, like, maybe Canada gets a vote for a nomination. Like,
Mm-hmm.
that's what I think it is. It'll be like, like the next HOH gets to nominate one person and Canada gets the next person kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, that's what we're kind of known for. I mean, we've had two HO like someone said in the feeds, like the first nominations last year, Canada was HOH.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or wait, no, Canada wasn't HOH the first one. The whole house was HOH. Everyone voted for who two people they wanted to see on the block, and the two highest people got put up for nomination.
3 nominated, 2 from HOH, 1 from Canada to go home.
That could be.
Steffi says maybe it's a triple and we get to vote for the one who stays.
Right.
That would be super.
No, yeah.
I just want to.
It's too hard though because we don't know who's nominated for that second HOH.
Right.
That one would be too hard, but I like that idea.
Canada voted for the have-nots for that secret veto last year, says Mom of Twins.
Yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm. So
everyone's like it was rigged because everybody knew that Sarah and Brittany were the fan favorites and knew that of the that were left in the house, we would vote them.
Star Cookie says they might give out a superpower like the diamond power of veto.
Or the coup d'etat, or maybe like that would be a fun one to come back.
I would love a coup d'etat back in play, and I'm sure you've heard the Jeff and Jordan news.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, what do you think of the Gijo baby?
I think shotgun wedding.
And Rachel having her little baby girl?
I don't know what it is yet.
I think it was a girl.
I think it was a girl too.
No name yet though.
Yeah, I think they have a name. I think they are, selling pictures and selling information right now. But they'll be on our show. They'll be on our show with that baby once. And don't get me wrong, make the money. Believe me, if I could pop a kid out and make money from it, I would make all the damn money I could from that thing.
Baby Otem.
Yeah, they should call it Otem. Selling it, of course they are. But whatever. I told them after they're done doing all of that stuff to come on the show with the baby, and they were like, no problem. The only thing that could really cockblock it is if the big CBS makes them wait. If CBS says, like, no, you got to wait to reveal it on our show, that could be the only of it.
And Alyssa's pregnant now, too, so...
she's been pregnant for a while.
Yeah.
She is far, far along. Stop It Savannah says, my sister is going to be in Big Brother Canada. Well, are you a gypsy?
In the audience, or...
Can you see the future?
Confused.
Now I'm choking. So I think, lots of BB babies. There are so many BB babies. So is there anything else? Let's pull up our spoiler thing again. As we know, Jared won POV. That's what we'll see on Wednesday. Uses it to remove himself, and Rail is nominated. Jared has lost his mind because Kelsey kissed somebody else. Cassandra's playing a great game. Nikki is doing just fine on Slop. I was tuning in to the feeds for some Nikki melting down. She's fine.
That was a great meltdown on TV, though.
And yeah, and I mean, we're going to talk about it on our Friday show. We'll recap all the stuff from this week. But I'm so not. I mean, obviously, this is insensitive, but I don't mean it to be insensitive. And I'm not saying it to make a joke and make fun of it, because I know it's serious. But so my point is, I'm legitimately saying we know Nikki has had an eating disorder and has been in like treatment places for her eating disorder. So I thought I thought she would have not been allowed, let's say, to go on not be allowed to go on Slap, but I would just think like maybe her. Well, is your Slap super nutritional like ours? So
It
I guess
is.
that's
Yeah,
stupid.
it is. They had a nutritionist make it 4 3/4 cup servings of slop a day is everything you could ever need to survive.
Oh, okay. So then
So
she's fine.
she's getting the nutrition. I mean, she can eat as much of it as she wants. So
Okay.
like,
Okay. Well,
I
good.
think if she wasn't mentally stable enough to handle the slop aspect of that, I don't think she would be here. Like, I mean, they do have psych.
Well, apparently she was on her Big Brothers.
Well, I mean, I don't know what the psych testing for Big Brother UK is, but like I know like ours, they probably had to lay it out for her and go, well, listen, this is how we run our ship
Yeah.
within your eating disorder. Are you okay with this?
Right. Probably.
And
Yeah. All she does is eat cereal anyway, so what's the difference? True.
I know
True.
like there's chia in it, and there's protein powder,
Mm-hmm.
and there's minerals and vitamins, and like 'cause that's the question that's asked every week
Is
is
what's in it.
what's in slop, and oh my god, where's the jury house? And every time someone puts their hand up and asks Sue Brophy where the jury house is, I want to get up, find them, and smack the shit out of them. I'm like, she's never gonna tell you. Stop it. Like, you're never gonna trick her. She's not stupid. Like, she's the executive producer of the show. She's not gonna tell you where the jury house is. Like,
Right. If you were smart, you would just stand outside and wait for her to get in her car and then follow her.
exactly.
I loved Nikki Meltdown last night. You can't even see her. She was there, trust me. It's like, watch, it's like boop, and then exorcist. and then exorcist. I love that, Nikki. All you need is 3/4 cups. Oh, yeah, that's what Dana said.
I think she said 4 3/4 cups of slop a day. I think that's what she says, right?
Does it have gluten? She could have done the Christine trick and said she.
I don't think it does. Someone asked if it was gluten free. I'm sure if you're allergic to gluten, they could probably make a special one without gluten. But
Interesting. So we have to wrap up the show now. We will. I'll be live tweeting tonight. RuPaul's Drag Race, possibly.
I'm so excited.
I'm not 100% sure if I am yet, but Dana is off of work tomorrow. So, chat room, help me convince Dana to give you what you all want. This is my big news. I am telling Dana that she needs to do right here, she needs to do a Big Brother Canada feed like fan question and answer show, and she doesn't think that anybody would watch her do a show by herself.
I'm so shy. I can't. I love all of you guys, but I don't know.
She needs to do it. Look, chat room's telling you to do it.
I know, Lori. I know, Sherry. I mean, you guys are all like, do a show, do a show.
Look, you're getting. There's no one saying don't do a show, and then I won't be here, and you can have girl time with Dana, and she'll hang out with you, and it'll be super fun. Number one request I get. You were tweeting it all last week. Don't come over here blaming me for it. You were the one last week tweeting out, I should do a show by myself.
I never said I should do a show. I said I was bored, and everybody was like, oh my God, Dana, do a show. I'm like, no. I'm like, can't do a show. I'm like, I don't know how to work you now. So
I believe the tweet said, yes, I guess I should.
No, I said, you guys are making it hard for me to argue with you why I shouldn't do a show.
Oh, okay. So you're not arguing and you'll do it.
Because my main argument is nobody will watch me, and then I have all of you people going, yes, we will.
So there you go. It's official. Dana will do it. We'll make it happen.
Allison, I need you there with me, though, because you're like my feedster.
Oh, it's Robot. Okay, wait. Let's end the show. Everybody stay there. If you, or you know what? We'll, this is fun. Okay, wait, hold on. I'm just going to do it this way. Hi, YouTube people. We're just talking to the YouTube people now, Dana. We're just talking to the YouTube people. Say hi to them. This is the people that are going to watch this back. What can we tell them interesting that we didn't say on the show, that we didn't want to say live?
I don't know.
I don't know. Okay, Dana, this is what we're going to do. Ha, everyone, we tricked you. It was nothing. Now, Dana, when we go back live, we got to make it sound like we just told something amazing that they have to go back to watch. And we're laughing. Oh, my God. Cannot believe it. Well, you guys know the deal. You all know the deal. When we have to restart the show for robot voice, we keep talking, we keep doing the show, and you have to go back and watch it on the website to find out what we talked about.
I know the twist.
And it was good. It was good. You gotta wait till the show gets posted later. All right, Dana and I will wrap up the show right now. Thank you all for watching. Dana, what can they do with the buttons below you?
You can click on all of them, and you can see our past shows. You can become a patron. You can see all of our iTunes content, and you can follow us on Twitter.
Yes, you can. And if you are an iTunes 5-star rating, YouTube, thumbs up and subscribe, and click on those buttons. And most importantly, yourrealityrecaps.com/Canada if you want to help us get to the backyard.
Get us in the backyard, people.
It's so much more than the backyard, which is where I feel like we are failing in explaining to people.
It's red carpet. It's like right after like the finale airs. We get the top 3. We get to talk to everybody.
We get to talk to Arissa.
I get to talk to Arissa.
We'll be in the house.
Eric and I will probably do shows just together in the same room, and it's gonna be
like days of live streaming. You're not just getting like one thing. The bonus is you're also gonna get to ask your questions live to these people, and Nikki, and oh my God, crazy. So you are not gonna wanna miss it. Donate now. Only days left to buy a plane ticket.
So much planned. And if you do that Plum Fund one, you guys get to put your name in for special gifts and stuff like that. You get a little bit of swag, sign from the house guests. And
Nikki vodka bottle, just saying.
Like a Levita beanie. Like, who doesn't want a Levita beanie?
Who doesn't want a Levita beanie? You know who? That's a good idea. We'll do a Levita. Oh my God, I can't talk. Don't forget, come back tomorrow night for our RuPaul's Drag Race show with Miss Don Draper. Wednesday, John will be here for the Survivor show. Thursday is going to be Bravo, and then Friday, Dana and I are back, and this time, Dallas will know what a laptop is, so he'll be here too. We will see you guys all. Oh, and I'll throw up the Sleeping Squad thing in probably an hour or two for those of you that want it. Thanks so much, everybody. Go check out our shows live on younow.com/realityrecap.